Hey, yo, we got some news, baby. I don't know what this site's going to look like, but right now I want you to head on over to boxermovement.club because it's the first. This website's being edited secretly. Boxermovement.club, baby. You want to be the first, okay? You don't make an account, you're going to be the last. It's going to be under construction all month. We're having a new site come up December 21st. Don't miss it, bro. Don't miss it, okay? Here we are into the news. And why are we into the news today? Because Stout and Stabbi have been announced to Astralis. And this one criticism is, of course, no egg on their face, okay? But when Astralis signed Stout and Jabby, the minute that Astralis lost the Blast Fall final, they didn't even mention who they were cutting in their tweet. They just mentioned who was joining the team. And it was, I don't know what they assumed because most people guessed they were going to keep Buzz, but they ended up keeping Stare. And I think there's a couple things at play I want to make a comment on here. But first of all, okay, here's the whole situation. This whole thing happened. The truth is stranger than fiction, whatever Stown said. We don't know if there's any more truth, if that's going to come out. But now that he's on Astralis, I doubt that he's going to comment further. He's just going to probably start his career on this new team, right? Surely. But okay, here's what happens. Down and Jammy are on the team. Blame F, Device, and Stare are the three teammates, okay? Now, this is a lot of star players in a more fundamentally normal system, which they definitely have to rearrange stuff to make this work for the sheer amount of talent that's coming onto the team. I think that they're keeping Stare because he cost 600K when they signed him. You know, that was a really big deal for Astralis to sign him. So, my mic is peaking there. Okay, sorry. It's getting a little bit loud. All right. So, I want to make sure that's not too. All right. Sorry. I realize it's not even being edited. So, okay. I think it's because he cost 600K that they're keeping Stare. And that means that Stare's going to have to learn how to fucking mop the floors, wash the dishes, fold the laundry, everything. He's going to have every support. He's going to memorize every nade on every map. He's going to have this. He's going to be Sanji fucking 3.0, okay, on this team. He's going to be every anchor. He's going to be in B-side on Mirage. No one's going to talk to him. All right, and he's going to have to get 12 kills every game. If he misses one bad round, he's going to have 8 frags. He's going to be under fire. Stare, it's a total waste of his talent, but compared to the players that he's with, he's got to basically become a support bitch. I hate to say it, but he's got to take on and it's not to say support players aren't necessary and everything, but Stare, I don't think that, you wouldn't pay 600K for a player to come in to play your position 5. It's not even as glorious as a position 5 in Dota. Okay, it's position 5 in CS it's a lot of sacrifices, and it is a waste of talent for some players, and it's just the way it is. Like, what can you say? They're getting Stout and Jabby. Sure, they got to make room. So I don't know what the team's going to look like, but they got to make room. So the prophecy was foretold. It came through. Stout and Jabby to Astralis. Astralis, not even a goodbye tweet to Borup. You literally can't. You have to dig to find this to even find out who stayed and who went. So, rip Borup and rip Buzz as well, who was handpicked out of FPL by Device. That's that. Will you be watching? I'm watching no matter what. Okay, I'm watching this team no matter what. It's unclear if it's gonna work, but I'll be watching. Okay, because they got some. Every player on this team is exciting. This is the most exciting Astralis roster, absolutely, since 2019. So this is exciting. I'll be watching. All right, and in more exciting news, NRG confirmed return to NA with a CS2 roster. They got Fang because they saw him on the leaderboards in CS2, Hex because he's Canadian, OC because he's Canadian, Daps because he's Canadian, Fang because he's Canadian, baby. Jokes aside, OC and Breeze are not Canadian, but they are so nice, aren't they? I think a lot of people are shitting on this team. Those people are called Europeans, and I get it. This is not big news for anybody who's in Europe. This is a team that is aiming to be able to get an NA RMR spot. Fiscally, the goal is to get a spot so you can get stickers, and they have to make a team basically that's good enough to do that. If they want to enter in the CS, the economics say that's what the goal is: get stickers. And then, but it is cool that NRG, and at a time like this in esports where it seems like there's just so much upheaval, that it seems like it's a good game to enter. And it does come down to the sticker economy makes sense, and the size of the game actually makes sense. Don't join the Mickey Mouse games and because they're cheaper to buy into, just to have no fans, sell no jerseys, and have no sticker money because there's no player base. You're going to lose money, ironically. You got to spend money to make money, baby. That's why you got to come to CS, okay? So NRG, they picked up OC at a great time. I think this is a great time to enter. None of these players cost anything. AG is closing its doors. Fang was free agent. Breeze is free agent. OC is free agent. And Daps just got cut from Liquid. Boom. This is an excellent place to start. And honestly, okay, I think OC is 24. Hex is 19. Fang, I think, is 21. Breeze is a little bit older now, and Daps is ancient. But as I think what they were trying to do is get automatic. Daps is going to be coached. And I think Daps for now can build out a system for these guys. I think he can use OC definitely better than he was being used in Liquid, which I think he was just getting pushed around. And I think that there are actually good players here. I mean, even if you're European, maybe you don't think so at all. That's fine. I get it. But Hex was very up and coming in the last couple of years in terms of NA. He was probably the most mentioned by top players that he might be next up. So still lots to show from Hex, super young. Fang, exact same thing. When he joined Complexity the first time around, got that MVP at the Fun Spark online, whatever it was. Showed some level for sure, but no consistency. So we need more on that front. But it's a second chance for these guys, and some of these guys are very young. And for OC, he can be a frag leader absolutely on this squad. In terms of taking down teams at NARMR, that's literally a specialty, bro. That's literally what he was born to do, was just destroy NA himself. So don't reframe that. Okay, and Breezy, dude. Obviously, he's one of the most talented NA players of all time. Absolutely. So we're excited. We'll be watching. NRG, welcome to the space. I think this is actually a really fantastic team, and it's not because there's 3 Canadians. It does help. But I genuinely just like everybody on this team, and I think there's many more years left, and it's going to be awesome to watch them in a new environment. And I think it's great that Daps can actually be boots on the ground in the server, helping them build out a system. Between him and OC and a lot of the stuff they learn on Liquid, I think they can catch up all these guys, and we can see if there's some chemistry here. So I am really excited. And it's just nice to have an org back in the NA scene. I listened to his name Andy Miller. He had this video talking about how he used to work at Apple, met Steve Jobs. It was some good storyteller. I like him. And I'm very excited about this roster. So genuinely, I am Canadian, but anyways. All right. More bias here. gla1ve, I'm not aiming to be a top 5 team. I want to win trophies. This is his statement coming into ENCE to replace stabbi, who's going to Liquid. Sorry. Who's going to Falcons. All right. You can't replace stabbi. He is an elite IGL, okay, in today's game. gla1ve was an elite IGL in 2018, 2019, and 2020. Since then, he fell off massively, okay? No one's a bigger gla1ve fan than me. Everybody knows that, all right? What he did in 2018, 2019, 2020 with Astralis, you never see anything like it. You had to be there. Anyways, can he come back? To me, some people don't like the idea that if someone continues to play, they can ruin their own career, retroactively remove results from the past. Or so there's some people, it's kind of a stupid thing that fans do, right? They retroactively remove. It's like you take a boxer that's washed up, and that, like Mayweather loses to Logan Paul or whatever the fuck that stupid ass fight was, and then his career as a boxer is tarnished. It is in some ways, but in terms of his record and his peak and how good he is at boxing, obviously not. So in terms of an honest conversation about what they've accomplished, gla1ve, no matter what happens here, obviously has his whole, 3 most dominant years in CS history, and him being the IGL of that team. But he wants to prove that he can do it again. And I saw the motivation drop off when he was on Astralis, not even talking to him, just watching him play. Free balling, smoke grenades, team only looking good in certain rounds. Maybe he had the will to win or something, but it didn't look like he was putting in the time, if I have to be honest. And I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. But if someone like that, to me, can be so good, the drop-off can only be explained by either a lack of work ethic or it would never be explained by a lack of self-awareness or a lack of ability or anything like that. Just literally a lack of time, right? So if he really has the motivation back, that's what it seems like from Natu on HLTV confirmed talking about him, and he wants to try it again. I'll be watching, all right, because I fucking love gla1ve, and I think he's one of the natural leaders in CS:GO and the most accomplished by far. So I think it would be, honestly, ENCE had 3 second place finishes on LAN this year. Literally what gla1ve did with Kerrigan's Astralis was come in and start winning. Literally what he did. He took a team that wasn't winning and made them into a winning team. And there has to be some respect for that for IGLs, because there's lots of great IGLs, Katie and Snappy, to name a couple, who could have won a lot more already. But when it came to that grand final, couldn't do it. Okay? gla1ve is not one of those guys. Fallen is not one of those guys. Pronax is not one of those guys. Kerrigan is not one of those guys. Was one of those guys. So there might be a world where you could take a team like ENCE if he can get caught up enough, put in the time, figure out the system, to turn what Snappy set up in a really good way to be a winning team, to get close to winning at least, and for gla1ve to complete that. We'll see. Right now, he's like 1-13 in Espu in one of their matches. Not a great start for gla1ve, but Rome wasn't built in a day. And genuinely, everyone's going to give him time. I mean, in terms of the team and everything like that, that makes sense. I'm interested. I'm cautiously optimistic, I guess. I don't really have anything left to prove in terms of gla1ve going into CS2, or, for me and my story, my storylines regarding him and CSGO. I don't go back and change the past, okay? But he's still somebody that I just do. Some of his calls, major final in 2017, the way Astralis played, like, it's thorough but not strict. I think he just is such a champion, honestly. So anyways, I'm done glazing. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, but we'll see. It comes down to him. And I'll be watching the way he plays and the way the team plays, and I really want to know how good they're going to get. So yeah, those are the 3 pieces of news today. What an exciting day of news. Hope you love that. All right. I am traveling right now today to go to Vegas to thank you for voting for me for Esports Color Commentator of the Year. The vote's over. Just want to say thank you for that. I know it's annoying every year having to do it, but thanks for those votes. I'm going down there with my girlfriend, going down there with Scrawny, going down there with Maui. We're all nominated for awards. Maybe we'll pick up Freya's too. She's nominated. Maybe, and then if Blast win, me and Scrawny will accept the award for Blast, who can't be there right now. Since we're there, I was like, oh, we can pick it up if you want. So that might be cool, considering we've done Blast events for so long. But exciting times. Let's see if I won. We'll see. My mom would be happy. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. As always, you always have enough money for a deagle. Remember that.